BP Show is the BP Show. It's the BP batting practice show with Joe and Thomas.
Happy Monday. We don't get to say that at all. This is the one and only time we get to say that on the BP show this year.
Yeah, what's going on? Baseball on a Monday? I didn't know that was legal.
Well, usually it's the off day, obviously, for those at home, but today is a special day. Obviously, we started the series on Wednesday, and now it is the final game between the Blue Rocks and the Hudson Valley Renegades, the Yankees and Nationals High affiliates. He's Joe Vasile. I'm Thomas Zinzarella. Celebration of Independence Day. It's a holiday that's tomorrow, right?
Yeah, but since we don't play a game tomorrow, we're celebrating it a day early.
Exactly.
And you know what? If you have a problem with that, then you have a problem with America.
You hate America, then.
I'm not willing to go that far. I'm just, that you can have a problem with something and not hate it.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Yeah.
You just have a grievance with it then.
Yeah, you have a slight disagreement with it.
Exactly.
Yeah, nothing that we can't hash out over a couple of hot dogs in a ball game.
Exactly. That's hot dogs and apple pie solve everything. That's
right.
Indeed, it does. But we're inside today. Maybe some iffy weather, but still on as of right now. 6:05 first pitch. So please keep in contact or just keep up the tabs on Renegade social media. We'll have any announcements. Will be on there: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter,
on our website.
Yep, website.
If anything changes with tonight's scheduled 6:05 p.m. first pitch, you'll know about it.
Yep.
You'll be able to see.
Exactly.
We've been getting calls since 8 a.m. this morning about tonight's game, and the answer hasn't changed. The game is still on as scheduled. We're monitoring the weather and the forecast and looking at things. And honestly, personally, I'm optimistic. We get this entire thing in. We shoot the fireworks off. Everyone's happy. I know there's some storms coming through some areas right now, and maybe if you're watching this live at the ballpark when things open, maybe it's even raining now. I don't know. I can't predict the future. But things look good, and I think we're going to be A-OK here tonight.
Indeed.
A-OK.
I think so as well. And then the Renegades, too, they want to get this game in. A chance for a series split tonight after yesterday's walk-off win against the Blue Rocks. Again, the Renegades snapped their 7-game losing skid 2 nights ago, winning back-to-back nights. Now, let's roll those highlights from yesterday's 6-5 win in the 9th inning. And with Juan Corelli got the ball yesterday, it was a scorcher on a Sunday afternoon, but Corelli ran into some trouble early in that first inning. Viando Pena leadoff walk. Jeremy De La Rosa you saw there, hit by a pitch. Then T.J. White base hit through the right side with the bases loaded, so they go station to station to plate that 1 run. But Corelli really bounced back in that first inning then, and that's the only damage that he gave up.
Yeah, really did nice after that. Settled in. Ended up striking out 9 batters across 4 2/3 innings in yesterday's game. And by the way, look at those jerseys. Those beautiful jerseys that the Renegades wore in the last 2 nights. They're going to wear again tonight. You go to hvrenegades.com. You'll see a big banner right up at the top where you can bid on these game-worn jerseys signed by the players and auction off for Guardian Revival, great local charity doing great work with veterans locally. By the way, here's how Wilmington got their second run. A little bit of a wacky rundown play where it looked like batter was hit by a pitch.
Yep.
No one was covering home, and so Jeremy De La Rosa, a steal of home that at the time made it 2-0 Wilmington.
Yeah, that was one of the strange ones. He bounces back and ends the inning there with another punch out. You mentioned 9 of them in general. But then Hudson Valley started to get the bats swinging and rolling. Spencer Jones, a multi-hit game. Scores Eduardo Torrealba here to cut the deficit 2-1. Then Ben Cowles, that's a laser out to left field. One of his 2 sacrifice flies in the ball game. That scores Marcos Cabrera and ties the game at 2 in the 3rd inning. And then Corelli just goes right back to work in the 4th inning. There's another nasty slider there. It's Jose Sanchez, Ronnie Diaz. He goes down looking in the 6th. This is Indigo Diaz now who comes into the ball game. But 19 strikeouts by the Renegades as a whole. That tied franchise record in a season high 19 against Rome earlier this season. 7th inning now. T.J. White, a 3-run home run. Go-ahead 3-run blast makes it 5-2. But the Renegades, a come-from-behind victory that started in the bottom half of the inning.
Yeah, Renegades able to come back. There's another sacrifice fly from Ben Cowles that made it 5-3 at that point. And then you mentioned Jack Neely came in and put together one of the most dominant relief outings that I've ever seen live. 7 batters faced, struck out 7, through 25 pitches, 21 strikes. There was just an unbelievable outing yesterday for Jack Neely. Renegades, bottom of the 8th inning, Antonio Gomez RBI double. Why don't you have one of those to make it 5-4? And then the Renegades ended up tying things up a little bit later on as Rafael Flores scores all the way from first base on that double, hustling through the pass ball on Wilmington, able to chase Gomez home with the tying run in the bottom of the 8th inning. Thomas, and then Jack Neely back to doing his thing to keep it that way in the 9th.
Yeah, he has been phenomenal in his second appearance of the series. He gave up a pair of runs in the first, so nice to see Jack come back here. And man, yeah, that might have been one of his best and most dominant outings we have seen this season. On to the 9th inning we go. Spencer Jones, first pitch of the inning. How about a base hit to right field? Again, a multi-hit day for him. Ball gets away from the catcher, Geraldo Diaz, so Spencer Jones comes in to score on a wild pitch, and the Renegades walk off the Wilmington Blue Rocks 6-5 in 9 innings. Oh, yeah, there's the Gatorade bath. That must have felt great yesterday. Gatorade and a little water in there. Lemon lime, that's a good flavor, Gatorade. I enjoy it.
It's no fruit punch, but it'll do. Stains a lot less too.
At least we don't have to wash those jerseys at all. But yeah, definitely can pick up one of those jerseys. Carlos Rodon's is signed as well, so chance to bet on his jersey, and goes to a great cause as well. There's some of the numbers and totals there for a second. Let's take a look at the standings and where both teams sit currently right now in the second half of the season. Again, Hudson Valley clinched the first half, dropped their first couple games here, first 6, winning back-to-back games. There's Wilmington a game and a half back. They fall to 4-4. But how about the Hickory Crawdads in the South Division, 9-0?
Yeah, 12-game winning streak for Hickory right now. Remember, this is the same Hickory team, more or less, that had a 13-game losing streak in May. Now they've got a 12-game winning streak. Just a really wild season that the Crawdads are having. Great start for them. Renegades going to see them later this month down in North Carolina.
Yeah, the only time that we see Hickory this season, Greensboro as well, just 1-8 start out of the second half, out of the gate after they were neck and neck with Hudson Valley in that first half. So a tough start for them to go about. But take a look at today's matchup. Drew Thorpe going against Andre Lara, and Drew Thorpe coming off one of the most dominant months I think we could have seen. 1 earned run in the month of June in 28 2/3 innings. Now starting his first game here in the month of July.
Yeah, I mean, what more can you say about what Thorpe went out and did last month? He was just tremendous. They haven't announced pitchers of the month or players of the month for June yet, but I have to imagine that Thorpe is about as good of a bet to be a lock to get that in the South Atlantic League as anyone. And if it's not, it's highway robbery. He was unhittable for the entire month. Like you said, 1 earned run. He had a 28 1/3 inning scoreless streak at one point, dating back to the end of May. It's just absolutely filthy. The secondary pitches are off the charts. And Lara, who we saw earlier in the series, pitched really well in the opener on Wednesday. Guy get to see for a second time, and just a really crafty guy who knows how to go out there and get outs. It should be a really excellent matchup tonight.
Indeed, it is. Usually Thorpe's been the Sunday starters. This is, I believe, his first start this season that's not coming on a Sunday because the Renegades and the Yankees, they run a 6-man rotation here in the minors. But Lara, 5 scoreless innings, 4 hits, no walks, 4 strikeouts on Wednesday. Wilmington won the first 3 games of the series. Hudson Valley looking to do the same, win the latter 3. Take a look at the starting lineups quickly for both sides, starting with the Wilmington Blue Rocks and how they line up today. Brady House back in the lineup for the first time. He missed the last 2 games, or just was out of the lineup the last 2 games, should say. Darren Baker, rehabber. Sorry, we're working opposite way for a second there for you, Joe. Jared McKenzie, day off for him. Yes, and he's back in. And T.J. White, though, 3-run home run yesterday in the 7th inning. RBI as well, so he's slotted in the 7th spot. A pretty deep lineup here today for Wilmington.
Yeah, I mean, those 2 AAA rehabbers right up at the top, and Darren Baker, son of Dusty Baker, manager of the Houston Astros, and just all-time great baseball guy. Lucius Fox, who's had a really nice series as well, batting second. He's got a couple of home runs for the Blue Rocks. It's a good lineup. I mean, Will Frizzell in the cleanup spot, Brady House. I mean, when you've got a guy like McKenzie and White in your 6 and 7 spots, that's a lineup that's got a lot of depth and is not going to be easy for Drew Thorpe today. You can see them really working out there.
We'll see what the lineup that Andre Lara has to navigate through for the Wilmington Blue Rocks. Here's the Hudson Valley Renegades, and obviously pay attention for the for what you want for the Renegades Pick'em contest. There's the starting lineup, 1 through 9. So Spencer Jones, multi-hit game yesterday. But there's Ramirez in the 3 spot, someone who's hit really well since being promoted from single A Tampa. Obviously, this is his first series up here in high A.
Yeah, Augustine Ramirez, when he came up, it was a lot of reviews about, man, this is a kid who's a catcher, serving as the DH today, but a catcher who can really hit. And he's not disappointed in his first couple of games here. Had a home run the other night, a ball that was nearly a grand slam a couple of nights ago, was just foul, and just a really nice start for him. And looking forward to seeing a whole lot more of him down the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, definitely. We both are as well. Well, what's going on at the ballpark today? Just one really big theme, obviously. July 4th. America.
Yeah.
Fireworks. The Independence Day Super Fireworks Show. I had to get the entire terminology right.
That's right,
'Cause I've
because
heard
that's
of-
what it is. It's the Super Fireworks Show today. And
biggest one of the year.
It is the biggest one of the year. I got to tell you, our fireworks this year have been really good.
Yeah.
If this is going to be bigger and better than any other fireworks show, any of our regular fireworks shows, I cannot wait to see what we're going to get tonight, because just a regular Friday or Saturday fireworks show here at Heritage Financial Park has been really good. And look, we see a lot of fireworks.
Indeed.
We go on the road.
Fireworks
We
everywhere.
see other teams' fireworks shows. I've been in minor league baseball for 10 years. I've seen a lot of post-game fireworks. The fireworks here at Heritage Financial Park this season have been consistently some of the best fireworks that I've seen in minor league baseball.
Wow.
Just doing a fantastic job. Just every single time, it's great, it's different, and I'm so excited to see tonight. It's like fireworks are those things that, like, when you work in baseball, you see 130 something games a year.
you're
Like,
oh, it's another
they
Friday.
can kind of wear around, they can get
Yeah,
old.
there
You're
you
like,
go.
yeah, I watch 40 fireworks shows a year. I cannot stop watching the fireworks here this year because they have been so good.
Yeah,
They're great. They're just fantastic, and tonight is going to be the best show of the year.
Yeah.
The Super Fireworks Show, that's why we call it Super, because it is super. It's extra long, it's extra strong,
It's extra patriotic.
extra patriotic, extra America. What's more American than blowing things up the day before the 4th of July?
The seal of approval.
Big approval there from Joe Facile as well. Well, it is July 4th coming up tomorrow. Holiday time. I figured why not then try to stump Joe Facile on some trivia questions about July 4th and just the holiday in general. So let's take a look at some questions for you.
All right,
Look at
let's
that.
do it.
Spencer Jones got the top hat on. Wow, Ben Cal is going grilling, I guess. But first question, where was the first celebration of Independence Day held?
It's got to be Philadelphia.
Indeed, it is. July 4th, 1777.
I wasn't sure if that was going to be like a trick question or something like that. I'm like,
See, it's like reverse psychology. You're like, I don't know. Okay, 1 for 1 so far. Nicely done. Every Independence Day, how many times is a Liberty Bell tapped? You can't ring it anymore, but they still do something in honor of it.
13?
Exactly. See, another stumper as well. You're like, okay, can I think about it? No, 13 colonies. Alrighty. All right. Third one. What was the name of the newspaper that published the Declaration of Independence?
The name of the newspaper?
Yeah. Hey, we want some stumpers here.
The Philadelphia Inquirer.
The Pennsylvania Evening Post.
That's a newspaper that probably has been around for 200 years.
Well, Joe Facile, you're supposed to know this. On what day did Congress vote for American independence?
They did the vote, I want to say, on July 2nd, and they signed the Declaration on the 4th.
Yeah, they voted on the 2nd, so nicely done. Okay, this was a location in the Northeast. I'll give that, obviously. What is the location of the nation's oldest 4th of July parade? You just give me the state, if anything. Because it's not like a big city or anything like that.
Massachusetts.
Rhode Island. Bristol, Rhode Island. Would have thought. Since
No one would have thought.
1785. Yeah, I didn't know that until I went to school there, and then was looking through a couple websites for these trivia questions, and then that's happened to be one of them on there. I said, oh, even better. What is the total number of people who signed the Declaration of Independence?
56.
56. That's an easy one for you. And who signed it first?
John Hancock.
John Hancock.
Herbie Hancock.
Can't forget that one.
Yeah.
Joe's rolling here now. Which U.S. president first held a July 4th celebration at the White House?
Now, you see, this is a trick question
Exactly.
because the White House, of course, wasn't around for George Washington or John Adams.
Mm-hmm.
It was Thomas Jefferson.
Indeed. It's TJ. 1801.
Mm-hmm. Well, because Washington started off at the Capitol being in New York, and then it moved to Philadelphia, and then it didn't. The White House didn't open up until 1801.
See, Joe Vasile knows his history, so you had to know those first two things to settle on Thomas Jefferson, or if you took a wild guess about it as well. So this one now, the next couple questions revolve around the hot dog eating contest, because that is a July 4th special. Joe Vasile and I tasted Nathan's hot dog last week. We're in Brooklyn. The Cyclones, the Mets affiliate, play literally a couple doors down from Nathan's on Coney Island. So what's the world record for the most hot dogs eaten in 10 minutes? We did not try to beat
78.
this record. 76. Close enough. We'll give it to you. This is kind of an over-under question. How many hot dogs are consumed every July 4th?
What's the over-under?
Let's call it 100 million.
100 million?
Yes.
Under.
Over.
Over.
150 million estimated hot
That's
dogs.
more hot dogs than they claim people watch the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Supposedly, this is the data that there's also in here, too. It says that's enough hot dogs to stretch from Washington, D.C. to Los Angeles 5 times. So I don't know if that's, I'm guessing that's down 1, back 1, and obviously or if it's like down and back 5 times. I don't think it's that.
I don't
But
think so.
still, that's a lot of hot dogs. I'll be eating a couple tomorrow, I think.
Enough to get you from home plate to almost out of the batter's box.
Yeah, probably. Nice 2 would be nice.
Yeah.
How far do you think 9 here? You did the 9 hot
Well,
dogs.
hot
9.
dogs are about 8 inches long, a standard
Okay.
hot dog. So, no, 8 inches. What the heck am I talking about? They're like 6 inches.
Yeah.
So 9 of those would probably be about 4.5 feet.
Yeah. So that gets you a couple just out of the batter's box then down the line.
I don't even think it gets me out of the batter's
Yeah.
box. 4.5 feet's not a lot.
No, it is
It
not.
probably gets you out of the batter's box.
Yeah, just
but-
on the edge of it.
Yeah.
Last one for you. Which state first declared July 4th a holiday?
Pennsylvania?
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Started the revolution, and they
between
had,
those
they
two.
had to declare the first holiday. But pretty good, Joe. Yeah, a couple stumpers in there, but overall.
You know, I heard a lot of questions in the back office today about different presidents, and I was kind of hoping that it would be something presidential today. I mean, look, the July 4th is fine.
Next homestand, we'll
it's
just
all
start off with, if there's nothing going on, nothing else, big holiday, we'll just give you some presidential questions, because why not? We love history on this show. Baseball is a sport around history, so why not? We'll just throw U.S. presidents in there as well.
That's fine.
Throw some
I'm sure it's for something else game-wise today.
Yeah, so we don't want to spoil it for anybody coming out to the ballpark then. But our social media team got to go take a chance to look around the ballpark and ask some of the fans about signatures, John Hancock's, everything in between. That's next on the BP Show.
I'd say modern day celebrity.
That's definitely on the Declaration of Independence.
It is, but
That's a celebrity.
it's a declaration.
Really?
Yeah.
Modern day celebrity.
Who is it?
Abraham Lincoln.
That is not Abraham Lincoln.
I'd say modern day celebrity.
What's
Derek Jeter.
That is Derek Jeter. Immediately, to guess.
Derek Jeter.
It is Derek Jeter.
Oh,
Good
is it?
job. Yeah, nice.
Okay, nice.
Next. It's Yankees related. He's a legend. Yankee legend.
Derek, no.
Yeah, it is. Derek Jeter.
Jeter?
It's Derek Jeter. Yep. One right here.
That's declaration.
John. Declaration.
It is declaration. Who is it?
John
Yep.
A.
Yep.
John A.
Yeah.
John.
That's definitely on the Declaration of Independence.
It is, but who is it?
John Adams.
It is John Adams. Good job.
I'm gonna say Declaration.
Declaration of Independence.
That is not the Declaration of Independence again.
Abraham Lincoln.
No.
Leah Alley.
Dolly Parton.
Yes. Dolly Parton. It is not Declaration.
Who is it?
Dolly Parton.
I have no clue.
It's Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton.
I thought it was Abraham Lincoln.
It's not Abraham Lincoln.
That was a fun little game quiz there. I don't know if we got Dolly Parton's autograph or whatever, but still, some of the fans got him, some of them didn't. Better luck next time.
Yeah. Sorry, Charlie.
But everybody at home has a chance to win 2 free tickets to Renegades'
Ooh.
home game this season. The Renegades Pick'em Contest, everybody's favorite. Why everybody sticks around here on the BP Show. How do you play? Well, we'll guess 3 players. We already gave you the roster, the lineup, I should say. But 3 players on the active roster for the Renegades, position players. Beat Joe and myself. High score. Only 1 winner can win each and every single night. Nancy Moore won 2 nights ago. Unfortunately, did not have a winner last night. There's a scoring system. But the matchup between Joe and myself, Joe owes me a steak dinner, but now he wins the first series in the month of July. Edges me out 2-1. These mini-series, though, have all come down to the 3rd game, I believe. I have to fact-check that. But, yeah, Spencer Jones, 17 points.
You
I'll
don't
play.
doubt the Jones.
Yeah.
When you're jonesing for a win, you pick Spencer.
You pick Spence, and the 2 Spencers.
That's right. I
Henson
went
didn't play
Spencer heavy
yesterday,
this
but
week.
Yeah, you did.
And even without Spencer Henson play. Boom.
Boom.
Now, granted, I like my odds tonight because both Spencers are in the lineup. Granted, all 3 of your players are in the lineup, and only 2 of mine are. So,
Yeah.
you
Should
know,
be fun.
I'm feeling some America fireworks from the Spencers.
America, yeah. I like it. Well, I think I'm feeling some home runs tonight. We haven't. I'm trying to think. We had 1 home run, I think, this entire series for the Renegades. Augustine Ramirez.
Yeah, that's
He's
it.
only a home run. So
That's all.
I'm feeling I'm going to come out today, maybe tomorrow on Jersey Shore, honor the fireworks as well. Let's check out some of the fan scores at home. We had a few close ones. Kyle
But-
Young, Rich Thor came close. But great
Sorry.
news is you're going to try again tonight. Comment below on Facebook, YouTube, wherever you're watching. We
Yeah.
want to see all those scores, all those numbers. So we want to see some winners.
Yeah, it was a nice try by Kyle and Rich, but
Yeah.
just a little short. Just a little
Indeed.
short. Should have picked Spencer.
Meaning the Jones. Pick the Jones. But again, 6:05 first pitch tonight. Game is still on as of now. Please follow the social media, the website. If there are any updates about the weather and the situation that's going on, if the game, it has not, but if it does get
It
postponed,
won't.
it won't.
It
Joe
won't.
Vasile
Don't
said
even
we're
put
playing.
that out.
I'm just
into the
letting,
ether.
letting the people know
Don't cause the hysteria
I
because
don't
we're
wanna-
not going to do that. We're playing.
we're playing.
So if you have tickets, show up. If you think you want tickets, buy them now because we only have GA left.
Wow.
I don't even know if we have that left. I haven't been down to the ticket office for a little bit, but
sound like
we might
hotcakes.
have a couple of tickets left in GA. If you want to buy those, come on out. It's going to be fun.
Fireworks.
Fireworks
Biggest
for the
show
whole
of the year.
family. Super fireworks, and it's gonna be fantastic.
Indeed it is.
Because, as Rick Zolzer in the commercials that you may have heard
Mm-hmm.
all over the radio, we're putting the F back in baseball this year. Fun for the family, fireworks, and it's going to be a fantastic time.
Wow. I like that.
Yeah.
Boom.
He says a few other things too, but I can't think of them off the top of my head.
Well, you heard it from Joe. You heard it from Rick Zolzer. Come on down to the ballpark tonight. Getting serious now between the Nationals and the Yankees high affiliates. Team goes on the road next week. Going down the Jersey Shore starting tomorrow. It is kind of weird having these 6-game series start in the middle of the week now and playing on a Monday. Only Monday game of the year. So maybe you work 6 days a week and you only have Mondays off. Well, here's your chance to come to a Monday game. Again, 6:05 first pitch.
What do you work for another minor league baseball team?
Maybe you do. I don't know.
Do you work nights 6 days a week and your only day off is Monday? You
Just like Joe and myself.
Described only minor league baseball.
Minor league baseball.
Oh, that's
a thing of
fantastic.
beauty, and indeed it is. But otherwise, you won't be hearing from us on the PP show for 2 All-Star break after that. So It'd be Friday against Bowling Green.
Friday the
Yeah.
14th, 15th, whatever
yeah.
that is.
14th
Yeah.
or 15th. Check. It's the Friday. Bowling
Friday
Green
the
Hot Rods. The Tampa Bay Rays affiliate come to town. Only time we see them, 3-game series.
Yeah.
Then the Cyclones, the Mets affiliate. So if you're a Mets fan, it's Subway Series. Duh. Get here to the ballpark. Start planning out your
If you like
days.
beating the Brooklyn Cyclones, also good
Yes.
good series to come to.
Indeed. We do like that, beating up on the Mets as well. So definitely, if you come out to the ballpark tonight, but keep those dates in your calendar. We'll see you then. That's the BP show for this week in this series. We'll see you after the All-Star break. He's Joe Facile. I'm Thomas Cinzarello. We'll see you then.
It's the BP show. It's the BP show. It's the BP batting practice show with Joe